The timeless fable of the tortoise and the hare is a lesson on perseverance over posturing, and in a way complements Newton's first law of motion, which says if you get moving, you're more likely to stay moving. Tonight's subject is a perfect representation of both of those lessons.
I'm so glad you came today.
Growing up in Michigan, Mary Decair was anything but an athlete. To this day, she gets subtle and not so subtle reminders of her less than sporting history.
A former classmate had contacted me now that I've done the 26 2 miles, and I said she wouldn't talk to me in high school because she was a cheerleader and I wasn't athletic. He said, well, you used to be a nerd and now you're a jock. So.
The notoriety comes from what this octogenarian recently accomplished. Mary has walked her entire life and has been more adamant about it in her later years. It's also brought out her competitive side. When a friend logged 20 miles in one day, Mary equaled the mileage and then nudged a little further.
This other friend said, well, if you can do 20, you can do a marathon. I said, oh, come on. And I very kindly took my stick to him and said, forget that. But the bait was out. He was right. If I could do 20, I could do 26 too. That's where that came from.
Ah! 26 2! We did it.
On Labor Day, Mary finished her marathon, the latest in a string of accomplishments that grew out of an original goal of walking across the entire United States.
It was a very serious goal. Thank God I got rid of that plan. It was insane. You know, why does it have to be the way I had originally planned it? That's the first really important lesson I learned from this journey, is that it's okay to modify your dream.
So in 2003, Mary altered her plans and set out to walk 100 miles in each of the 50 states for a total of 5,000 miles. She has experienced parts of this country most of us only read about or see in pictures.
Every state has something. You know, the Glens in New York, for example, the mountains out west. I just came back from a visit to Nevada and was in Zion National Park with the rock formations and so many things.
But she also discovered something else about our nation that people might not see as much anymore.
I was amazed at the kindness of strangers. I mean, that was just so overwhelming. The people who were wonderful.
But even with that kindness comes a safety message about which she feels strongly. Mary is never without pepper spray and her walking stick, carved by her niece out of cactus wood. Both covered all those tens of thousands of miles with her on a journey that started very differently than it finished.
It wasn't the mileage. It was understanding that every single thing that I did was wonderful. And it wasn't about feeling pride, it was about the experience. And wow, that's big. Keep in mind these three things. 1, it can be done. 2, I can do it. 3, I do it now. I encourage them, don't wait. Whether they're 15 or 80, don't wait. If you have a dream, then get at it, pursue it. And if that's not feasible, as mine certainly wasn't, then revise it.
Mary wrote a book about her journeys, which she said was much harder than walking all of those miles in the first place. It's called The Next Step, Walk Across America. She'll be holding a book signing and discussion about it on January 27th at the North Courthouse Road Library in Chesterfield. If you'd like to nominate someone for us to profile, just email us at beyondtheroster@WTVR.com.